Hey guys, this is Afro Otaku. I'm pretty sure you guys thought you wouldn't hear from me on this site again. Well, to all three people who saw my previously deleted video talking about my ideas, I'd hope you'll at least enjoy a more positive version of that. But yeah, for years I had no idea what kind of videos I could do. But upon seeing some of my close friends doing these videos where they talk about certain subjects over speed drawings they did, kinda like what you're watching right now, I thought, that seems right up my alley. And as of right now, I've thought up a few potential subjects I'd like to talk about in this series I'll call Sketch and Chat. Yeah, it's the best name I could come up with at the moment. So, what will I be talking about for this pilot / episode 1? Well, I got one that seemed like a good start. Now, if you look at all my previous videos, you notice that I wasn't the most active in video making when compared to my presence on DeviantArt. However, that's not to say that I had no YouTube presence, as I did appear in a good number of videos, just on other people's channels. Those people being Chibi Gissy and KHF Megasa, or as the latter was previously called, Ultimate UKFF Fan. First, I'll talk about the videos I used to do with Gissy. It was 2011, the same year I made my YouTube account, and it was the year we became friends, and more than friends a few months later. Around the same time, she thought it'd be fun if we did a Skype chat for a special YouTube video. We talked about mostly random topics like which fandoms are the worst, which animes we've seen at the time, and my opinion on Clanhead, which has changed since that video's upload, but back then my opinion on that show was mostly influenced by KHF's. At the time anyway. Looking back, maybe the commentary isn't the most interesting and might have some awkward moments, but it was still a fun idea for us to do. Though of course, that wouldn't be the last. We would go on to make several different videos, from reading comments from rabid Clanhead fans, me reacting to the opening of a really disgusting anime that is Aiken, or me going through a bunch of Homestuck characters and trying to describe them in funny ways. There were also times where we brought in some of our friends to go over hilariously bad stuff, whether it's showing one Neo Neko Sugar Girls or a crappy Clanhead fan fiction with legendary typos made funnier by how that friend would pronounce them. Like, you should watch it, it's really funny. We also did a video expressing anime that we strongly dislike, which kinda started a meme of me expressing my strong hatred towards the familiar of Zero, particularly the title character. Granted, I did rip off KHF when expressing my hate towards Louise, but then again, I'm not really the only one who ripped him off in the past. And the last random video I remember doing was a video where the both of us created a character, paired them up, and attempted to create a story around them called The Tale of Pen and Wikilium. Well, yeah. My character was basically a cross between Willy Wonka and an Oompa Loompa. If you would watch the video and see the picture based on it, link down below. But again, like all the other videos, it was still a fun thing to do. That would seem to be like the end of these random videos I do with Gissy. But that's not to say that'd be the last I would collab with her. Around 2014, she became part of the fanime community and made a channel called Ava Carrot Staff, where she takes some of her own ideas and turn them into fanimes, in which I would actually do some voice work for some of them. I was a goofy guard in Penalty All About, in which I gave him an Ed-like voice. I was a bitchy redhead girl named Tijuana, or Tits McGee as a nickname. And I was a cross-dressing internet boyfriend named Aben in Carrot Fluffs. If you saw a pattern, you would notice that Gissy has a thing of creating her own out-there names for her characters. And I must say, it was fun hearing my voice given some form of life to these characters in these videos. Yeah, you can call it bias, and maybe they aren't for everyone. But hey, it's something she finds passion in. She has her fans and supporters, and it's always nice to help someone dear to you. Now, moving on to KHF McAwesome and my contributions, I may have not contributed as much as I did with Gissy, but they are still contributions I like to talk about. The first one I remember is when I drew a personal banner for one of his game channels called Kill When Yuki Play, and judging by the title, you can gather that it was based on Fruits Basket. Basically, he and his cousin pretended to be the two male leads from that anime, and I just drew Kyo and Yuki playing a game, looking at each other funny. Sadly, his Let's Play channel never really took off due to not grabbing many people. But hey, I was still flattered that he would turn to me for drawing the banner, even if my drawing skills weren't really perfected yet at the time. But if you're curious, you can check out the channel, which is Kyo and Yuki Play, and you can find what I drew there. But thankfully, he came with another series on his main channel where both I and Gissy would be a part of, called Casual Anime Talk. It's a pretty basic setup where the three of us just talk about whatever animes that all three of us have watched and express our opinions in a calm and rational way, in an attempt to show people that, we can watch and enjoy anime and not take it too seriously. I've made a playlist of all the episodes if you guys want to watch them, but we haven't done many episodes due to real life getting in the way. Mostly for KHF. Unfortunately, this has been a series that I had to take time away from due to some personal issues I was dealing with last year and having an attitude that just didn't fit the point of the show. But don't worry, I won't be out of it for good, and they will let me back in at some point. They just have to do one more episode with just the two of them before that could happen. And hopefully I can passionately discuss about certain animes with them soon, whenever that will be. So yeah, while they might not be the biggest channels on this site, there's still people that are very close to me, and I've taken great pleasure in helping them with some of their videos, especially since being friends with them did lead to me making more connections and friendships. If I hadn't gone to KHF's videos back in the day, I probably wouldn't be friends with people like FG, an artist who's a big fan of KHF, the Glass Tapper, Irish anime fan, but most of all, Gissy and I wouldn't have met and became very close. And if it weren't for Gissy, I wouldn't have become friends with many of her fanime colleagues, like Otaku Crap, Missy, Coco, Trevor, Frightsu, aka Ali, everyone else I didn't mention, you know who you are. I've known people who turned out to be pretty crap friends, and I do mean crap friends. But it's nice that I at least have this group of friends that I can rely on, like me for who I am, and just overall get me. And I'm always happy to help them with their own channels. Well, I guess that's about it. Hope you guys enjoy and would like to see more of these videos, cause I have a lot of topics I like to talk about. Oh, and be sure to check out the channels that I talked about. Bye!